65 4294. Welcome back here to the PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn, the guy that is moving at crntalk.com. You can check him out there. If you see the show live, it's on Ustream. If you don't see it live listening on the weekend, check it out on YouTube/Conrad. The one and only Robert Conrad.
So the guy actually said this 3 weeks ago, Monday.
Which guy?
This guy.
This guy. What's he say?
He actually said this. He put his hands up like this. Two of them.
Really?
His chin out like that. And he challenged me. It's so funny because his shoulders were straight, and they should be this way, cut down to target, right? Your hands should be here, not here. And I thought just for a moment that I was going to step back and hit him with the left hook, and then God prevailed. And I didn't. And then 4 police officers came out of this coffee shop and interviewed the two of us. And then he left, and he apologized to me before he left. He apologized.
You had that way when you had that little altercation where the guy stole your little satchel there, and you ran after him and gave chase. Yeah. The man recognized you, turned around and carried the purse back to you.
I know, that was awesome because I was so in shock that he was returning. Of course, he got $1,000 cash.
Yeah, he was able to take that cash out.
Well, I don't keep that money, and I don't bring my purse here anymore.
That's smart.
I don't do that. So. Let's talk to, here's who we have. We have Denise and Sue and Becky and Mike. I think Sue and Becky are two of our Mouseketeers, and Mike's from Seattle. And let's talk to Bowie. She doesn't call. I think this is her second call. That's her nickname. Are you there, Denise?
Yes, darling, I'm here.
All right, darling. Say hello to Mike. He's also the co-host.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Hey, doing great there, Denise. Welcome to the show here on CRN.
All right, before you tell this story, I want to tell the audience who you are. This is one of the finest downhill racers, skiers that I've ever seen. Her grandfather started Bear Valley ski area way back in the day. I lived up in Bear Valley for 25 years, and my daughter became a junior Olympic skier. This woman that we're about to interview, I probably think would have been our Olympic gold.
Really?
But unfortunately, there was an accident that took place, and Denise wants to share that with you. Go ahead, Denise. Tell your story, baby.
Okay. Remember July 1st, 1989 at 2 o'clock in the morning, my parents went out to dinner with Dorothy and Lloyd Bridges, and then they got home around midnight. I was in Squaw Valley because I always celebrate 4th of July in Squaw Valley with my ski racing friends, my Olympic ski racing friends. And the Truckee Hospital called my parents, and they said, your daughter has just been seriously head injured. You need to come here right away because we don't know how long she's going to live.
Wow.
So my dad went and picked up my sister and took her to Lloyd and Dorothy Bridges' house. My dad drove to the end of Bear Valley Road and said, Bonnie, I can't drive. My mind is just too screwed up. So my mom said, you know what, Dennis? Why don't we call Conrad? Because remember that High Mountain Ranger story he did? They had a helicopter. And sure enough, they called Bob, Uncle Bob, and within 3 minutes, he had a helicopter flying to Bear Valley and landing in the parking lot. And then you take it off from there. What happened?
Well, what happened is we went over, Denise, took your father to see you, and it was a happy day for me because I got to help your parents, and they got to visit you after that horrendous accident. Anything else you want?
Yeah, but listen to this.
Okay.
Okay, I spent 5 months in the first hospital in Reno, okay? Then I went to my second hospital, which is in Gilroy. I spent 10 months and 5 days there. And after I was there for 3 months, they let me come home for a long weekend. And when I was home, I was in a wheelchair, and I decided to run away because I did not like the hospital. My dad came and got me and said, Denise, Bowie, let's go see Uncle Bob. He'll talk you out of it. So we went to see Conrad, and he said, Denise, keep on smiling that beautiful smile, and you know what? When you finish the hospital, you can ski down the hill once again. So sure enough, I went back to the hospital. I was there for another 3 months, came home for another long weekend. This time I was in a walker, though, so it was much better.
Wow.
And I decided to run away again.
Oh, jeez.
My dad said, Denise, let's go see Conrad. So we went up and saw Conrad. He says, Denise, Louie, guess what? For your 21st birthday, I'll buy you some Chippendales. You can sit up here in my house and watch Chippendales dance. So I said, oh, my goodness, hello, I'm going back to the hospital. Well, he never got those Chippendales for me. But I went back to the hospital after 10 months, and now I ski race. Well, I ski raced, and I made the handicap ski Olympics. 1 week before the Olympics, I broke my leg again. So,
boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
the Lord doesn't want me doing it.
Hey, Denise, listen, I love you, baby. That's a great story. Tell your parents Happy New Year, and tell them to come down because Uncle Bob wants to see you live. Okay, girl?
All right, I love you too, darling.
Oh, I love you. So long, baby.
Okay. Bye-bye.
What a story, man. You are able to talk people out of things. That's
but
one thing about
what
you.
an awesome skier this little girl is, and to ski in the handicap Olympics, and for me to be a part of her life, and I was happy to be there. Okay, so let's. Who's next?
Got a line open at 800-336-2225. 800-336-2225. We have Sue, who is calling us from New Hampshire. Welcome, Sue.
One of our Musketeers. And this is a part audience of your show. You send in the emails, you make the phone calls, and that's how you have a show. And Sue is part of her show. What's up, Sue girl?
I want to wish you and Mike Happy New Year, and also Happy New Year to everyone at CRN and all of your listeners.
Hey, thank you for that,
thank you, Sue.
That's
great,
kind of you. I appreciate it. Okay.
Now, we're talking about skiing. Did I read once that you won a downhill race for a division, like your division, or was that?
No, what you read about was they used to have celebrity competition, and a team that I was on won. I was to be very honest with you, I was a really probably better than your average recreational skier, but I was under the great downhill racers. So I'd give myself a B as a skier.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
That's cool.
That's better than what I would give myself.
Yeah, okay. Anything else, you little Musketeer?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, you've worked with so many people over the years on Wild Wild West and Black Sheep Squadron. Which actors or actresses really stuck out in your head as being just really great people to work with, or maybe gave you something memorable to a memorable impression?
Sue, to work with or to know?
To work with.
Oh, okay. I can't put them in a category because to me, all actors and actresses are pretty much, we're all kind of alike. We all do the same thing. I mean, there's no difference, in my opinion, from Arnold Schwarzenegger to, what's the guy that jumps up? Richard Chamberlain? Yeah. No, Richard's in a category of his own.
Jumps up? What do you mean, Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, yeah. We're all like, that's why I never could understand why when you get a little celebrity, you think you're important. You're not important. You're just making a living doing make-believe. Hello. So of all of the ones I worked with, the actress that we interviewed that said I was her favorite director, obviously will go down in the archives as being my favorite actor, because she liked me, and I had to get in bed with her. Oh my gosh!
For the scene, this is for the make-believe, right?
Yes.
I'm sure Jennifer didn't mind that. So.
Jennifer, who's Jennifer?
Wasn't it Jennifer O'Neill you're talking about?
You got it.
Oh,
great test, Sue.
You were trying to trip me up, but I wasn't going to fall for it.
I tried to. Anyway, thanks for calling your show, and love to your family and your husband.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt, sky-high interest rates, late fees, over-limit fees? Having trouble just